Hello YouTube, this is Sean from the Pompey Game Zoom making a well overdue video. There's a lot of reasons why this video has been a little drawn out. It's the first video I've actually recorded in 6 weeks, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. I should have a lot more pickups than I've got, and that is one of the reasons why this video has been so long in the making. I'll explain to you why just quickly. Basically, I was off on holiday with my girlfriend for our 9-year anniversary. We celebrated it in Bath. We went to the Olympics. I had 2 weeks off work. It was great. And I made a pretty special pickup whilst I was in Bath, and I'll put that video in this video. I filmed that on the actual day I picked the item up, and I've played on it loads since then, and it's by far one of my favourite pieces of kit I currently own. And I've filmed some bits and bobs for it, and they'll be uploaded on my channel in the next few weeks, I'm sure. Also, I won an eBay auction on the 4th of August, and I was still waiting, as of 5 days ago, for it to turn up, and I was in dispute with the seller. He said he'd sent it, couldn't provide me with shipping information, typical. But the reason is I let it drag on so much was because I wanted some of the games out of it. It was a Megadrive bundle, it cost me £60. And it worked out the games that I was going to get in the bundle, they were incredible games, really, really pricey games, and they worked out being £3 each once I'd sold on the other bits and bobs that I made. One of the games was Gunstar Heroes. For £3 it was fully boxed as well. I'm really, really gutted about that, but in the end I just had to give up on it, and I got my money back. eBay refunded it for me, so I was waiting for that package ready to turn up, and as soon as it turned up I was going to do one massive unboxing dash pickup video. Never got around to it, unfortunately, so which is a shame. But anyway, I've still got a real good stack of games to show you. I've also got a pretty decent accessory for the Megadrive, which I've been after for so long it's not even funny. So it's going to be a pretty good pickup video. So anyway, first thing is a donation. This is so well overdue, as this pickup video is. I've been chatting on emails to PVT Dairy. Oh God, it's so long since I've done one of these. I wrote it down just in case. PVT Dairy Creamer. I'm pretty sure that's his name. If not, I'm sorry if I've butchered that, buddy. He was very kind and sent to me from the US a game that I'd heard about with the Aerosmith involvement, and it's pretty damn harsh, pretty good. Good laugh, and that game is Revolution X. Now, for those of you guys that don't know this game, it's basically based around Aerosmith, and it's a on-the-rail shooter. I've played it for about 20 minutes, and I've got to admit it's got the worst collision detection that I've ever seen in a game. I'll pop some little footage up here to the side, but it's criminal, some of the bits and bobs. But it's one of those games that it's so tacky in parts that it's funny, and but it was donated to me, and I cannot stress, the guy sent it from America. He didn't want anything for it, and this is his favourite game, one of his favourite games on the Genesis, as you can see here. I will be buying the Mega Drive version, which actually retails for around sort of the £20 mark, unfortunately, the ones I've seen. So, but I am going to have to buy it. But I am going to have to buy it just for the sheer brilliance of this game. And I cannot thank you enough, buddy. Thank you so much. I've spoken to him in emails. He's got a few videos up on his channel, but not an awful lot of subscribers. So definitely head over there, guys, and throw a sub his way, because he's one of those guys that he does a lot of the. I think from him he's got about 6 videos up at the moment, and they're sort of playthroughs. Really nice guy. Get chatting to him on emails and comments. And this has been well overdue. This arrived with me probably 5 weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it was the problem with me waiting for that package to turn up from eBay that I didn't do this earlier. And I thought it might have been a bit silly to just do a video on its own with this pickup and this donation. But what a nice guy. I can't say anything bad about this guy at all. Very nice guy. I've spoken to him quite a lot over the emails, like I've said, and we'll definitely be doing some more talking over the next few months. And I've also said I will send him something once he gets his collection back up and running, because he's not currently collecting for a system at the moment. So, but yeah, if you're looking for a good game to throw on, Revolution X is definitely up there. It's got some roller skating bad guys in it, and you know, who doesn't love roller skating bad guys with guns? I mean, come on, you know, guys. You've got to play this game, seriously. Thank you very much for the donation, it's much appreciated. For links to his channel, check down below as always, guys. So anyway, I wanted to quickly hand you over to a video that I recorded when I was in Bath about 5 weeks ago for our anniversary with my girlfriend, and I made a pretty special pickup, so take a look and see what you think.
Hello YouTube, this is Sean from the Pompey Games Room making a real impromptu video here. So I'm actually filming this from my hotel room. My girlfriend and I are away on holiday at the moment. Not really a holiday, just a break really. We're off work for 2 weeks. It's our anniversary on the 31st of July. So we've come away and we're in Bath at the moment. So away from Portsmouth. And it's been really, really good. We often come here to do our Christmas shopping, so we know the city pretty well. Really lovely place, and we really feel relaxed here. But yeah, during this month really, we decided to take a month off of our savings, because we're currently saving for a house, and actually treat ourselves with our money, rather than putting it into loads of different accounts and paying, you know, obviously our contracts and things like that. Obviously we've got to pay, you know, direct debits and stuff, but apart from that, we've put some money in our savings, but we've kept quite a lot back just to enjoy ourselves, and enjoy ourselves we have. Obviously I've been to the Olympics already this month. Unfortunately my girlfriend didn't come with me to the Olympics, so I went with one of my friends. But yeah, definitely recommend that as a day out, guys. The Olympics was absolutely awesome, and it's definitely something that I'm looking to take my girlfriend to probably next week, if we can find any tickets, because they're all being listed again for sale. So yeah, but like I said, we've taken a month off our savings, and I treated myself to a handheld. So I'm really, really happy. I've been after one. Well, I've been thinking about getting one for a long time, but finally bit the bullet today, and I purchased something. So also found a Megadrive game today in a charity shop. So all is good, and you'll see that in my pickups that I add on to this video after. So anyway, I'm going to flip the camera around now, and we'll open it up and take a look at what I got.
Okay then, guys. So here's the pickup: a PS Vita. This is the FIFA Special. It's the Wi-Fi model, which you can see at the top here, obviously. And it's got Wayne Rooney's ugly face on the front. It's not really a console bundle I would go for, but effectively it came with 3 games for £250. So it's come with this stuff here. If it focuses, it's obviously got the PlayStation Vita in there. It's got a 4GB memory card and a download for FIFA 2012 or FIFA Football. Which I assume is FIFA 2012, but anyway. It also came with 2 games. Rayman Origins, which is a game I played, not this exact game obviously, it's a game that I played on the PlayStation when it was originally out, I seem to recall, and it was really good. Pretty good actually, I quite enjoyed that, so I'll definitely be sticking this on. This will probably be the first game I put on. So yeah, Rayman Origins and Uncharted. Now, I've really heard a lot of good things about Uncharted on the Vita, so I'm really looking to get into this. I'll play it during my lunch hours and stuff at work. So anyway, I also had some credit after buying this from the store, because I got some on my GameStation card, and I got a £10 gift voucher for buying this as well. So for £250 I got the console with a free download of FIFA Football, a 4GB memory card, Uncharted and Rayman Origins, which to be fair isn't a bad deal. And I know that you will probably remember that, yeah, I don't really like downloads, but to be fair, I don't actually feel like I've paid for this download, so I'm against downloading, but I will do it just this once. But anyway, I did make an additional purchase. Please ignore the price on this, because I actually used the money, the £10 voucher that I got towards this, and also some money on my GameStation card, but I bought a 16GB card because I made the same mistake with my PSP. I got really, really stitched up down the line with that, when I just had to keep revisiting and deleting stuff off of my PSP all the time. So I decided to bite the bullet quite early here and just install it from the get-go. So anyway, let's open this up. I have just cut the sellotape, so I'm doing this one-handed as well, so I'm not too sure how this is going to go, but anyway, let's give it a go. All pretty good. So we've undone it. Right, and there's probably some sort of tray or something in here. Bet there's loads more sellotape as well. Okay. Well, for one-handed, it's not going too bad so far. Oh, there's more sellotape. Anyway, okay, right. Okay, so the PSP is out. So effectively that is just a little cover sleeve you've got for the FIFA thing. It's just like a little box, there's nothing really to it. But let's put that to the side. And let's try and cut this open. So, okay, it actually looks like this has been opened before, but we'll soon find out once we're in there. It must just be like quality control or something, but anyway. Right, okay, due to the magic of video editing, these bits of sellotape have all cut themselves, so we can now get into the box. So let's undo it. The sun's just gone in as well. So, okay, this is my FIFA football game that I'll have to actually link it up to. I don't actually have Wi-Fi in the hotel, so well, I do, but I'm not going to pay for it. So, so that's my 4GB memory card, which I'm not really going to need. So, because I bought the 16 gig one. So, yeah, like I said, I don't have internet connection in the room, so we haven't paid for it. So effectively, I'll have to register this when I get home. So I'll let you know how that goes. So this is how PS Vitas come, I assume. Let's open this. Okay, so we've got the power cord and everything in here, which is actually in 3 bits, which I learnt from the Saint of Magnus show when he done his review of this console. I think all this links together, so I suppose that's your actual, the actual sort of link point there. So pointless me showing this really. Yep, so that's your power cords. Oh, okay. I've just knocked that. That looks like a little quick start guide. So, of course, we're going to read that. So we mustn't lose that. Right. So there's the Vita. I assume. Yep, that's the Vita. What have we got here? Play cards. You'll need these. Right. So we'll definitely keep hold of these. We won't put that in the pile with the quick start guide. Let's put that to this side. So, okay. So that's pretty weighty. So. Yeah, this is definitely my Vita, so let's take it out one-handed. Oh, genius, this is coming straight out. Okay, so this is my PS Vita. Really, really happy to have this, guys. Absolute sight. So, yeah, stay tuned for more PSP-esque videos, pickups, and maybe some gameplays if I can figure out how to record the screen nicely. If not, I just won't upload stuff. So, but I'll keep track of any pickups I make. Yeah, there's 101 reviews of these consoles on YouTube, so I'm not even going to bother trying to review it. I don't know enough about it. All I bought this for really is for the up and coming Oddworld games that are due to be released on this. Really, really looking forward to those being released. So, yeah, apparently they're being released next year sometime. But I've got all this really as a, you know, £250. Can't really go wrong with that. Really, really happy with those. Feels a solid unit. Really, really, really feels like it's been built well and things like that. So I'm really, really looking forward to playing this. So anyway, guys, like I said, I will keep you up to date with any pickups I make for the console. And I'm now going to end this video and start to play on my newest pickup. Take care, guys, and we'll now go over the Megadrive stuff. So yes, I picked up the PS Vita, and I've got to admit, it's here now with me. It goes to work with me pretty much every day, and I've gotten so much enjoyment out of it. I'm still playing Uncharted at the moment, really, really stuck on a part of that game at the moment. Well, I've got to protect the girl that is with me. Basically, there's guys shooting at her from basically cliffs all around, and she's sort of in this bowl. And you know, bad guys, snipers and stuff. I've got to protect her. I've been stuck on that now for about 3 weeks, I'd say. But I've also been playing FIFA Football, very, very generic game across any system, but I'm addicted to that game, and I've actually recorded a management review on it, and it's pretty good. I'll definitely be uploading that. I was very, very happy with how that came out, considering I had to hold the damn thing in front of the camera whilst I was playing it. But awesome system, and I don't regret picking this up at all. So a nice anniversary present for myself there. So you know, I've made notes. So it's been so long since I've done one of these videos. It feels like forever, probably pushing 2 months, I'd say. But anyway, so let's get on to the good stuff, the Megadrive stuff. Right, first thing, it is Megadrive related. It's a Sonic 3 toy, I suppose, really. But it's another one of these Tiger Electronic things. It was 99p. It doesn't work, but I'm going to open it up and take a look, and it's much the same as my other one I picked up a couple of months ago. So yeah, I've put the batteries in and stuff thinking it might have been that, but I suppose that was very, very naive of me to think that the guy hadn't checked that when he listed it as faulty. So, but you never know. So anyway, yeah, the past few months I've had amazing luck picking stuff up in charity shops. I'm going to start off with the charity shop ones because they all cost me £1. And the first 3 games were picked up by my dad when he was out. He saw me in a charity shop and picked them up for me. And the first game is Mega Bomberman. Amazing condition, these games. Mega Bomberman, who doesn't love Mega Bomberman? Classic game. It's obviously sort of a puzzle strategy game where you've got to bomb your opponents and mates. It's a great game that you can throw on when you've got your mates around and just while away the hours. I used to play this quite a lot with my mate Rob, and it's made by Hudson Soft as well, so yes, Mega Bomberman. Really happy to pick that up for £1 considering it sells for about £7 on eBay. The next game is a game I've not really played that much. I played it obviously for the footage for this, and it is Tailspin. This is fully boxed again. Unfortunately the manual is a bit mangled and it's lost its front cover. But yeah, pretty good game actually. It's a platformer, and most Disney games are, but it's definitely playable, and it's one of those games that I played again. I played briefly when I was younger, and I can vaguely remember it. But it's a pretty awesome game, and it's definitely one that you should look out for. So that's Disney Tailspin. Again, £1. Seems to sell for sometimes around the same price as Mega Bomberman. Next one's another game that seems to sell around the same price, sort of £7–8, and that is The Lost World Jurassic Park. This game's pretty good. The graphics on it are very, very revolutionary. There's some sort of 3D elements in the game where you're sort of chasing dinosaurs in the car, or motorbike, I think it was a motorbike, yeah. In fact, there's a screenshot right here of a motorbike, but I'm not putting screenshots up because I've got the footage. Yeah, very, very pretty game for the Megadrive, and it was released pretty late on. It was a 1997 release, so yeah, definitely look out for that one, guys, and it cost me £1 again, so very, very happy to get that one into the collection for sure. Next one, very generic game, but it's a golf game. PGA Tour Golf 2, sorry. That is fully boxed, and that cost me £1, and I picked this up in Bath, and this is the game that I actually refer to in my Vita pickup, which I just spoke about. So PGA Tour, to be fair, the PGA Tour games on the Mega Drive were pretty revolutionary back in the day. They were just showing how golf games could be done, and I'm not a golf fan, but I'll definitely play them, and I really, really enjoyed this game. I had it on for about half an hour when I was getting this footage to the side of me, so yeah, it's an absolutely awesome game. So then my charity shop finds, I found a vast majority of those. Well, my dad found these three in Waterlooville, and that is one of my videos that a long time ago I went around the local pickup places in and around Portsmouth, and definitely that was a place. Waterlooville is pretty good. It's got a good game station there and a place called Discs, which is where we will head next, because I went into Discs and I got 5 games for £10, and you're not going to believe some of them. I mean, you know, one of them I was really happy to pick up, but the first one is Super Highlight in, I don't know if I've just butchered that name, I'm very, very sorry. Brilliant condition, £2, fully boxed. I've just shown it, but I cannot stress how good condition this game is in. Super Highlight. Yeah, it's a pretty good game, to be honest. It reminded me, elements of it reminded me of Zelda. I mean, it was probably a rip-off of Zelda, but also there's some Cannon Fodder-esque sort of movement graphics and bits and bobs in there. So Super Highlight, it's a game that usually sells for around sort of £5 with postage included in that. And it's nothing to write home about really. It's just one of those games that sort of come with every other bundle you buy on eBay. Next one, another game that seems to come with a lot of bundles, is Steel Talons. And this is like a flight sim game, and the case is really difficult to get open on this one. There we go. The cartridge is a bit stickery, I think we'll call that. There's some sort of, I think this must have been like a Blockbuster rental game. I don't know if you can see that there. The top part here, there's some remnants of a label. I'm not even too sure if that's coming out. So yeah, it's a flight sim game. I don't really go for these games. I've played 1 or 2 before, and I think it's FL MiG-22 or something like. There's a game called that on the Mega Drive, but I picked that up a little while ago and I was really impressed with it. This one didn't impress me as much, but I think it's because it was quite an early release from memory, so 1991. Yeah, Steel Talon's not bad, but it's a game you can pick up commonly for sort of the price I paid for it, £2 really. The next one I was really, really impressed with. Playing this game, it reminded me quite a lot of Rock and Roll Racing, and that is a game that I was asking for and try not to laugh. Super Skid Marks. So I did actually ask for skid marks, and the woman looked at me in a peculiar fashion and sort of said, we haven't got customer toilets, I'm afraid. So, yeah, Super Skid Marks. This one is in. Ooh, that was one of those Blue Tonic 78 moments where things go wrong, the cartridge fell out. Anyway, fully boxed, brilliant condition. Unfortunately, the manual has got some writing in the back of it, but I'm never going to read the manual. It's just nice to have it with it. Like I said, the gameplay, as you can see here, it's not too dissimilar to Rock and Roll Racing, really. Pretty addictive game, should I say. Very impressed with that. Next game is a game that I actually had in the bundle that was coming, and which never turned out, but I luckily enough found it cheap and I was going to pick it up anyway, and that is Strider. Strider is one of those games that I remember playing for the first time really when I played on a Megadrive. It was a very early release game. This one is fully boxed and in pretty good condition, and for £2 it's going to be one that I'll take into my collection all day long. So yeah, really happy to pick that up. But this was the one I really picked it up for, and when I asked the guy how much his Megadrive games were behind the store, behind the till, he went £2, and I thought, right, I'll have that one straight away. And that is Michael Jackson Moonwalker. I've been after this game for quite a long time on eBay, and I'm always outbid on it, and it was really starting to annoy me. So for £2 I was going to pick this up all day long. Ever since Michael Jackson passed away, this game has just shot up in value, and it seems to be the way with these sort of things nowadays, you know. As soon as someone goes, everyone wants the games, and you know, not so much with Colin McRae, but you know, there's certain other games as well that shoot up in value. The Colin McRae games are pretty steady, but there's just so many of them. I mean, the Mega Drive games, cartridge-based games, seem to hold their value a lot more than disc games. But yeah, very impressed with this. The music was absolutely brilliant in this game. Really enjoyed it, and it was a 1990 release, so it's a pretty early game in the Mega Drive. And it was, if I played this game, put it this way, if I played this game trying to decide whether I wanted a Nintendo or a Mega Drive, well, the actual game engine on this I was really impressed with. I'm pretty sure this came out on Super Nintendo as well, but possibly not. But anyway, yeah, Moonwalker for £2. Now, the game store that I was talking about was discs, and there is reference to that in my store, retro and modern retro gaming stores around Portsmouth video. I'll put a link in the box below. If you haven't seen it, take a look. So if you're ever in the Portsmouth area, Waterlooville is a great place to try out. Like I said, I had a great haul there a couple of weekends ago, and it was just brilliant. So anyway, let's move on. I picked two games up on the game station in Waterlooville as well, and they are pretty generic games really. One is Pele, or Pele, because it's got an exclamation mark after it. Fully boxed, pretty good condition. Accolade games don't usually come in this good condition. The actual label is still intact, so usually the Bubsy games and stuff are just ripped to sugar, should we say. I nearly said a bad word there. But, anyway, Pele, pretty generic football game to be honest. This will be going up in the loft pretty soon. I'm not a big fan of it, but this one I was. Dino Dini's Soccer. Pretty decent game to be honest. It was a Virgin game back in the days. Yeah, I mean, with the FIFA games that are out in the day, I mean, this is 94 release. To me, this wouldn't have really stood up to a FIFA game, but it's playable. It reminded me of the bigger sprites basically than Sensible Soccer, you know. But you'll see from the gameplay here, it's all right, but it's worth the £1.49 that I paid for each of these games. So £1.49, I was going to pick them up all day long, but they're in pretty good condition. So, and the next one is one of my all-time favourites. I picked this one up on eBay for £2. I went and picked it up from the guy who lives about 5 minutes away from me, and that is Worms. Who doesn't love Worms across any system? This game is like a classic, or it's almost like cannon fodder to me. Everyone that I know has played it, everyone pretty much loves it. So cannon fodder and Worms are two of my sort of pins for my retro gaming life. I love, you know, I love looking back on my times when I was a kid playing these sort of games. Brilliant fun with your mates and things like that. So really happy with that. So that's my game pickups really, but the last bit I want to show you is something I've been trying to get hold of for so long, it's not even funny. I bid it up to once £73 and didn't win these. Yeah, funnily enough, I managed to win them for the princely sum of £41 against 4 other people. And it was a Sunday. I have great luck on Sunday auctions. And it's for the Mega Drive, and it is the infrared controller set for the Mega Drive 2. Now, this thing for under 50 quid, like I said, I've seen these sell in sort of the £90 bracket easily. And to be fair, they're brilliant controllers, they really are. I'll just open it up for you. This thing is in absolutely amazing condition. If I can just put that down there and take that, and there it is. So you've got your receiver in the middle and your 2 controllers, one either side. Now the controllers are pretty much based upon the 6-button configuration fighting joypads that Sega brought out, and they're pretty good. They're about the same weight as well once you've got the batteries in them. They take two AAA batteries. The receiver doesn't take anything, it takes all of its power from the console, just to power the light. In fact, right there wasn't any batteries in that, no. So here's your receiver, and that just plugs into your console, like so, and you can just play away to your heart's content. I completed Streets of Rage the other night just playing this, and with these controllers, and they're so responsive, didn't miss a beat. I used to have a set of infrared controllers when I was younger made by Rose, and they were pretty good, but they had a real range on them, and it was really noticeable, the range. So these are absolutely awesome. So you've got your start button up here, you've got your fighting button configuration, I suppose we can call that, and a pretty responsive D-pad here. So also on the bottom here, you've got a flicking switch for players 1 and 2, and on the back obviously that's where your battery's going. But I got that for under £50 delivered, and it just looks like new. And I've saved the guy's my favourite seller because he said he's got a lot more bits and bobs to list on eBay that are fully boxed and in brilliant condition, so I will definitely be keeping my eye out on his auctions. One thing I just wanted to try and camera, it says Megadrive 2, and I've also got a Megadrive 1 here. Now, I'm intrigued to see if this fits in a Megadrive 1. Now it fits, so I presume it would work, but I'm not too sure. So if anyone knows if this will work, I literally just off the top of my head, when I went to get the Megadrive 2 out of my little cupboard, I saw this just laying around, and this is something else I just picked up in a bundle, and I'd be intrigued to know if this works. So if you let me know, guys, and also for anyone else that's watching this video that's got this item, just to know, because obviously it references it's a Megadrive 2 infrared controller set, so I don't know if they brought out an infrared controller set for you know, the PlayStation. I've got some PlayStation pickups after this to quickly show you. The Megadrive 1, I'm not too sure, but anyway. Yeah, awesome pickup, and I was going to pick this up all day long for the price I paid for it. Really, really happy to get this, guys. So, you heard me just talking about PlayStation, sort of accidentally mentioned PlayStation, should we say. And there is a reason that I mentioned PlayStation, because I picked up some games for the PlayStation. And yeah, I was shocked at how much I picked these up for. I wouldn't say that they're the sort of game that I would go for sort of just on a whim, but it pretty much was a whim, I suppose, really, if that makes any sense. I was in discs again, and I got these games for pretty much $1.99 a piece, apart from two games which I played a lot in my younger years for £1, and they were brilliant pickups because they go for a lot more than that. And the first game is Judge Dredd. Now, I love the film back in the day, and this is very much based on the comic book thing from memory now. I would love to say that I'm actually talking about this game with the footage I recorded a day earlier, but I only picked these up a few days ago and I haven't had a chance to play them yet. They're in fully boxed condition, and yeah, I mean, just absolutely brilliant condition. Can't moan about these at all. But $1.99 for Judge Dredd. I looked on eBay when I picked this up, just because I've never really seen this Judge Dredd game around, and I think I've done pretty well on it. It seems to sell for about sort of £5-6 quid. So to get this into the collection, I do love the Judge Dredd series, and I'm a bit undecided yet to go see the film, but I probably will down the line. And the next one, I've seen some footage of this before, and that is Speedball 2100, I suppose. Sorry. And this is, again, fully boxed condition. And this tends to sell for pretty much the same as the Judge Dredd game, but it's awesome, absolutely awesome, I love it. I've played this before, but I haven't played it since. So, yeah, it's a game that I played a long time ago. Probably during my college years, 2001, my mate got his PlayStation out and we threw on some old games, and this was one of them. But absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's pretty much similar to the Mega Drive 1, obviously, apart from the graphics, and the gameplay is pretty much exactly the same rules and things like that. There's a few little tweaks in there, but apart from that, it's pretty much the same steady game it was on the Mega Drive. And I picked that up for £2 again, so I was happy with that. And the last two game-related pickups I made were in a charity shop, and really happy with them because they only cost £1 and they're all fully boxed. It's difficult to show you because they're dual cases, but you've got to trust me, they are fully boxed. No, I'm not going to show you there too. Anyway, Destruction Derby, the first one for £1. Sorry guys, my camera ran out. So anyway, Destruction and Derby, fully boxed, and for £1 I was going to pick that up all day long. The next game, pretty self-explanatory really, it's going to be pretty much the same, isn't it? So, Destruction Derby 2, again, fully boxed condition and for £1. They were found in charity shops in and around the Waterlooville area, so definitely check that out guys. As check out PVT Dairy Creamer's channel, generous donation, much appreciated. Also, make sure you check out that video for the retro gaming stalls in and around Portsmouth. Gamescape has now closed, so if you're coming down to look in that stall, don't bother, it's closed. Please feel free to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching.